Alright, dear CG, we need some help as the community, as a person that has been in charge of my own community. I've seen a lot of people talk about this and have some effects on the way they play the game and the game in general for them. I've seen a lot of people talk about this recently, and I just thought I would share my opinions, get this out there. I don't know if CG will actually see this, but hey, fingers crossed, at least you guys might agree with what I'm saying, and we'll raise some awareness to this. So, obviously, as the video title and thumbnail suggests, we really need some Kyrotech, Zetas, and some mods. There's a minority of people that literally won't even buy the Lightspeed bundles because of this. I've seen that. Now, that's a minority of people, but there is a large demand for these resources in this game right now, and people would be willing to spend for this. So, I mean, let's take a look at my roster right now. This is all the things I need to work on. I'm working on Darth Bane, and because I'm getting Darth Bane, I need to start grinding out Sith Eternal stuff. So Sith Eternal needs to move up my farm, so I have to finish up all the Sith Eternal requirements that I haven't done yet. I have Captain Rex still left over from the Lightspeed bundles. That needs Kyrotech. Zori Bliss, Kyrotech. And then I'm working on Imperial Troopers, so Moff Gideon, Kyrotech. Range Trooper, Kyrotech. Working on leftover farms that I had. Padme Amidala needs Kyrotech. Chupio, Kyrotech. I haven't gotten that far on the Ewoks. I assume they'll need Kyrotech. Darth Bane will definitely need Kyrotech. I don't even need to look up the stats to know that. So much Kyrotech is here. And now we take a look at Zetas. I just unlocked SWGoH a few days ago, about a week ago at this point. SWGoH, he's good on mods right now because I had to rip off a ton from other characters. Still struggling on Zetas. I've been struggling on Zetas ever since I got Rey. It's unfortunate. I understand that this is part of the strategy, but we're going to get to that in a second. That also applies to Omicrons. Starkiller, I need 2 more Omicrons, and these are coming in so slow. Obviously, they're rarer and harder to get than Zetas, and I understand that. We're going to get to this point. But mods as well. We take a look at my mods. My First Order Officer really needs some better mods. I literally do not have the energy available to me to refresh the nodes to get the best mods that I need for First Order Officer, while also working on SLKR, Starkiller, Resistance Hero Finn, Zori Bliss, Captain Rex, Visas Mar. You know, I have all of these mods that I need to improve for all of these characters, except for HK47, obviously, but I'm not able to get them. So these are just this is just my example of my roster. I know I have it nice when it comes to this kind of stuff because I'm hoarding up, I'm being smart about my spending and saving, and there's a lot of new players that aren't doing what we are doing in the community, the active community, and I know that this is a huge problem for people. Again, there's a minority of people that will not buy the Lightspeed bundles because of this, which is, in my opinion, I think that's a little ridiculous, but they do exist, and that is just detrimental to their account. And I understand, again, we're going to get back to this point. I understand that the idea here is that, okay, we catch up the new players, we get them engaging in the new content, however, they will not have necessary resources to get from point A to point B where they need to be with these characters. And I understand the idea is, okay, well, they spent a little bit, hopefully they'll spend a little bit more and open that gate to spending in our game to get these resources that they need. The issue is that all of the packs that you have released to do this, all of the catch-up mechanics, okay, besides this one's pretty great. Besides that, pretty much all of these other catch-up mechanic packs that you've released, I don't even know if there's any out right now, but they're just terrible value. They're terrible value, and a lot of people would not buy this. I mean, I don't know if a free-to-play player is going to buy a Slicer's toolkit for mods. I don't think anyone's going to spend $25 for what, like some gear pieces. Like, when you have the Lightspeed bundle prices that gets people to spend money on the game, people are only going to want to spend at that level. No one's going to want to spend $100 or however much you put it out to get these packs, to get the resources. So there's not exactly any packs out currently that was going to back up my point. However, I think all of the people that have been watching this video know of the packs that I'm talking about. We've seen those Zeta bundles that are like some gear and then a chance to 10 to 40 Zetas, and it's like $50 or something. I don't know what the price is. Maybe it was 30. I don't know. Packs like that free-to-play players or former free-to-play players are not going to buy those packs. That's not good value. They just spent $10, well, really more like 30. They really just spent $30 to get Ray, and you're going to ask them to spend $30 to get the chance of getting 40 Zetas, I guess, but probably getting 10. That's just, the value is not there. When you take a look at the two ends of the spectrum there, if you want to get Lightspeed Bundle players to be spending money, it needs to be good prices, good packs. That Jawa Scavenger pack that we just looked at, that is a good pack. That's a good pack. I've bought the few of them. I don't know how many other Lightspeed Bundle players would have, but that is a pretty good pack. So, again, we know that's a part of the strategy. I have had a few members of my community that were very, very active completely quit the game because of this. And so I'm coming to you with this with experience, that I have a few members of the community who have either stopped taking the game seriously or quit altogether because they feel like it's too much of a grind and they can't do it right now. They've bought the Lightspeed bundles and they started playing and they were like, I can't do it, man. I got the Lightspeed bundles, it was fun for a few months, but now I'm really struggling on everything else because I have so much I need to do right now, and there's not an easy way for me to do it. It's such a grind, it's not easy, it's just not easy, it's not fun to do. To have to grind that many more mods, to have to grind out that many more Zetas, when Zetas are an essential part of the characters now, and you've made Omicrons a completely different thing than what they were supposed to be when they originally launched, which is a completely another video, but Omicrons are supposed to make a character better that needs an Omicron. It's supposed to be like a lifter ability. You don't need 3 Omicrons for a new character. Just make them Zetas. You know what I'm saying? That's my take anyways. But getting a little sidetracked there, I really think that this is detrimental to the game. So I think that this might lead to players being less likely to engage with new content. Obviously, we've seen this with Bo-Katan. Bo-Katan, I believe, still has the lowest adoption rate out of any release ever, is my understanding. I think so. She has the lowest adoption rate of any journey ever, as far as I'm aware, in the first however many days or weeks or months. I think Queen Amidala will be a better tell for this because Darth Bane just released. Darth Bane is very close to a lot of people's hearts, and he's a great character. Like, I don't really grind out Conquest characters. I want them, but as the Conquests are coming out, I don't really grind out Conquest characters. I paid and grinded out Darth Bane. Darth Bane is not a good tell for this, and the Gungans are not good tells for this. I think that the Gungans, with the changes to the marquees and how fun this kit sounds, and that people have been waiting for Jar Jar for years at this point, I think these two releases might be bad examples of this, and I think Queen Amidala will be a better tell of if people are still interested in going for all of these new characters when they have so much to work on in the current roster. Now, obviously, there's the whales that are going to get them anyways, but I'm curious to know what the Lightspeed Bundle buyer adoption rate would be for grinding out Queen Amidala, or grinding out the marquees that go with Queen Amidala, which is probably young Obi-Wan and Captain Panaka. You're not fooling me, CG. I know what you're doing, right? Okay. So that's a few things I think that needs to be improved in the game. Now, I would love for everyone in the comment section to share their experiences, and I know I've shared a lot of extremes in this video, so I would love to hear where you guys are at with this. Again, I completely understand. This is their marketing tactic. This is one of the benefits of making the Lightspeed bundles in the first place. You're squeezing players into spending more money. And CG, love it or hate it, they're a mobile game company, right? They have to make money somehow. I understand that. But I think there's better ways and more player-friendly ways that they can do that. There are people that will buy Zetas and Omicrons and Kyrotech bundles. Just make the value better. Make it less of a grind. Maybe in the Lightspeed bundles, start including these resources with the bundles. If you have to jack up the prices a little bit, people are still going to pay it. The Lightspeed bundles are like 2,000% value or whatever. Put the resources in the Lightspeed bundles. Jack up the price $5, I don't know. I will still buy them. Millions of people will still buy them. I think that's a great solution to this. I think that would make a lot of people happy, and I would love to know what people think in the comment section down below. So, thank you guys so much for watching. CG, please, let's do something about this. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Check out our memberships. Shout out to Rain, Average, Stormtrooper, and Tipsy for being tier 6 members. I really do appreciate your continued support. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video, you guys.